Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, Casey's movie review of The Lord of the Rings. He just finished watching it. He started it yesterday at 6 o'clock. It just ended. The director's cut just ended. So he's ready to review it here in 10 minutes. Coming up, very funny text coming through about your review of Lord of the Rings.
The review hasn't even started yet.
I know. This might be one of the most anticipated ones in the 2-year history of it.
It does feel like there's a lot of weight on this review.
And it came from Kenzie's birthday.
Please, it is my birthday. And just have like a little bit of respect for my favorite trilogy of all time. Okay?
Well,
I just say this up front. Why are you saying, what do you mean? It's amazing.
No, I love the movie. But the point of the review is that perspective of a 27-year-old who never read the books, didn't see a lot of movies until now. Now he's a movie guy and sees one of the biggest movies of all time, like you said, and the franchise, and his perspective on that. And then I don't know if it reflects on society. It doesn't reflect on you if he doesn't like it, you see.
It'll hurt my feelings a lot, though.
How's that make you feel, Case?
That's a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure coming up here in 9 minutes. But first, we realized in the last week, especially with some of the conversations had, the Barilla threesome, that we have a lot of new listeners added on the show. We appreciate that. When you pass on the show to somebody else, we love it. It's the best way for this show to grow is when you tell somebody about it and say you should be listening to Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Because if we do it, it sounds, like, they're just it's tacky, or we're pumping our chest that we're one of the biggest shows in America right now. Is that thumping my chest a little bit there?
Well, that's a little unnecessary.
The funny thing is, it sounds sarcastic when you say that. We don't know how to promote ourselves in a sincere way. Because it's true.
We're very incredibly, couldn't be different kinds of three people, but we all are broken, and we can't figure out how to advertise the show properly.
Yeah. I'm immensely proud of the work that I do here, and then I go to share any of it, and I go, oh, people are going to hate it. Oh, my God, I can't do this.
And then Kate says it to me, and I go, yeah, people are going to hate that. Don't post it.
Don't do that. Too late. It's already on all platforms.
Delete all if you can. You know what I mean?
So, over the weekend, you're out and about. It's going to be, a decent weekend. Maybe you're at the Sox game tonight. Just talk to somebody about the show and pass it on. That's the best way you can do it. We appreciate that. That's all we ask. But other ways you can advertise the show to other people is tell them to go to the podcast. Because the podcast, when we say that, some shows do a podcast and it's not the whole show. Our podcast is the entire show every second, and also some things that didn't even happen on the air.
Because sometimes you're only in your car from 7:50 to 8 o'clock, and you go, God, I'm really going to want to hear that Lord of the Rings review, but I have to be in a stupid meeting with my stupid boss at my stupid job.
Preach.
Well, there's a few people out there, not many.
Hold on 1 second. If you're in that situation with your stupid meeting and your stupid boss and your stupid job, and you can't hear anything on the show that you're looking forward to, the Brian and Kenzie podcast archives the whole show. Everything is broken into the hour, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, rock. And then from there, you can listen to it on demand.
Yeah, now
Not our boss, though. We love our boss.
Good
and
call.
his meetings.
I wanted you to add that, Kenzie.
We love our boss.
We love ours.
And his meetings.
But other people don't have that.
We love
sometimes, and we hope to be an escape
We're so
for you.
lucky.
It is interesting when I talk to people and they say, I always say, like, when do you listen? What's your commute? Mm-hmm. And one person recently I saw at Costco, actually, they said, I listen 6:15 to 6:45, then I can't listen after that. And I go, so you hear us open up and do the fact.
And do the fact. That makes your brain go boom. Which people listening now might even not know at 6:30 every day we do a fact that makes your brain go boom.
That's right. And that's why you can go back to the podcast, listen to the entire show at your leisure. It can be any time. It could be at midnight. It could be, 6 p.m., whatever.
Well, actually, the Kenzie's Crimes that we did this week, Linda Ann Dunlap, it was a special request from a listener, but I had to interview her on the phone to get her whole story and her family story. But she's like, oh, I listen to your show all the time, but I was getting my nails done, and I was telling the girl doing my nails that my aunt was murdered and they're reopening the case. And I was talking to her. She goes, do you listen to Brian and Kenzie? That Kenzie does a crime segment. She goes, I listen all the time, but I didn't know that. She doesn't listen in the 8 o'clock hour. So they both listen to two different versions of Brian and Kenzie. Yeah. These two people.
It is wild. So you get the whole thing on all platforms where you would get a podcast. We're there, the Brian and Kenzie podcast. Am I right on that? Are we on every platform you can get a podcast, Case?
We're on the relevant ones. We're definitely on Apple and Spotify and Google Podcasts. And so, hey, if you got one of those subscription services, fire us up, baby.
Yeah. What is there? There's another one called Stitcher. Are we on that one?
That one's sort of a gray area, actually.
That's not, I really wish you would have brought that up.
I really wish you would have brought that up.
Are we on?
We'd love it. Hey, we'd love if you found the note sheet in front of you, you a-hole.
No, we're on SoundCloud.
We're not on SoundCloud because nobody's on SoundCloud anymore.
I know. Remember when SoundCloud was cool?
I remember when we had a SoundCloud account at the station. I don't think we had that anymore.
It was awesome.
But we are on YouTube also, the audio version of the show. I don't know if a lot of people realize that, but if you just search the Brian and Kenzie podcast, our corporate overlords upload it, but that's on there too. So I know people love YouTube. You can hear us on YouTube too.
Yeah.
And the Q101 YouTube channel.
Yeah, which is, the number one source of audio is YouTube when people do it like, on their on demand, however you want to do it. We're on there. Okay. So just before we get moving toward the movie review here in a second, all those are everything's on the podcast. There's a couple titles from this week of segments of the podcast I wanted to go through because as you look back just at a week, pretty interesting some of these titles. Case does a great job of clickbaiting to make you listen to the segment.
I take what I hear and I put it into words. I'm not trying to be deceitful or misleading in any way. It's just this is how the show sounds. We get lost in the sauce. You might not realize these are words that you've said.
Well, speaking of the sauce, one segment this week is the Barilla Pasta Threesome. You have to, if you want to be a part of the show, you have to listen to that segment, understand, because we're going to talk about that forever.
Yes, the Barilla Pasta Threesome that lives on the Brian and Kenzie podcast that will be referenced until the end of time. That will also be on our Saturday morning replay, our throwbacks, which air 8 to 10 every Saturday. The funniest stuff of the week. I know Kenzie,
Which is
so.
we were gonna say the same thing.
So Kenzie is not in her car often Saturday mornings from 8 to 10. Her activities either happen earlier or later. And Kenzie thinks that what I do is when I say I take the funniest moments of the week and put them into a Saturday replay show, that I cut out her and Brian talking, and that the Saturday show is just the funniest things of the week that I've said. I've reemphasized multiple times that's not true.
I don't believe you.
No, Kenzie, I've heard it. That's what it is.
It's not
exactly
my
what it is.
political ramblings. It's
No.
not a one-man show.
No, that's exactly what it is.
So Brian and I are like on-air personalities, and Case is an executive producer.
And what am I?
Wait, hold on. Let me finish this. Let me finish this. It's a compliment,
We've
you
got
jerk.
1 minute until we got to get to Lord of the Rings. What am I?
So Case is an executive producer. So he does other things than we do. He is integral. If he doesn't show up, I'm not doing the show because I'm like, ugh, I do the talking. He does like so much stuff. Okay.
And by the way, if Kenzie doesn't show up, I will show up. I'm just letting you know that. I will
I'm
be
not
here.
doing the show without Case.
Yeah, she can do
I'm
that.
not going to sit in the room with you, Brian, and Case isn't here to help
But
me.
they will have to drag my ass out of here to get rid of me. I'll
I'm
be
like,
here.
I need Case to be here.
For
So
the rest of your lives, I'll be here.
when Case put in his vacation time one time, I'm like, so like we're all going? You're like, what's the deal? This is all of our vacation time?
No.
Or what are we doing? So anyways, Case has these meetings with our boss where he goes over the best things happening on the show and the best social media. And I think he's just talking about himself. We have given Case this insane amount of power to make himself look so amazing.
Wait, this is a compliment you're giving him?
He's editing all these best ofs and it's just him. He's having these one-on-one meetings with our bosses to review the show and he's just going over what he's done that's amazing. Like, Brian, we're screwed.
To be clear, this is what's going on in Kenzie's head, not what's happening in all actuality.
It's like he has the ring of power. That's what we've done. He is Saruman. Like, this is what we've done.
To clarify, you said that's what's going on in Kenzie's head, but she's selling me. I'm getting there with her.
This is we've given him complete control of every meeting of everything.
Yeah, she's got me thinking like I need to start going to these meetings.
Right?
I'll give you guys the same advice that I give everybody else. If you miss a moment of the show, you miss a lot. So you've got the Brian and Kenzie podcast, which I edit, which includes the entire show, not just the funniest things that I say.
It's usually just Case. If you go to the podcast, it's Case.
You've got the Saturday morning throwbacks, 8 to 10, which is the funniest moments of the show that everybody says, not just me. It's not just my funniest moments. And you can always listen live. And Brian, because I know we've got to play a song and then get to Lord of the Rings, if you're one of those people that is getting to their office right now, you have to get out of the car, your morning routine is about to be disrupted by your stupid boss at your stupid job that you don't like, how can people listen when they're not in the car on the radio?
Well, you can listen on your desktop computer. You can listen the old-fashioned way. You go to Q101.com and listen that way when you're not in your car.
Or your laptop also.
Yeah.
We have a high-functioning website.
I like a big old desktop computer with a big screen. There's that big thing in the back of it, those old days. You can do that. You can listen on your phone on the apps, of course, iHeartRadio app. You can listen to stream it that way. You can listen on the Q101 app. You can stream it live there. That's live in real time. The podcast, the Brian and Kenzie podcast, anytime you want on demand, because that's how we got to do audio. We want to make sure you can get it anytime you want, anywhere, because, listen, we're all out there hustling, trying to make a dollar out there, and it affects our days. And also, just before we get to your review, 773 checked in and said, for the record, I would listen to Case's Saturday Ramblings. So, Kenzie, we got a problem.
Bad
No,
news
no,
for
maybe
Kenzie.
his highlight reel is on Saturday.
Yeah, I definitely am not happy. Now, Case, it is 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little brainstorm, or not brainstorm, but a show plan.
Show meeting.
Yeah. Should I go right? Do you want to do it now or do you want to play a song?
Let's take a breather. Let's play a quick song. If you've got a few options in there, maybe
He's
play
got to try to watch the movie fast.
He still hasn't finished up Lord of the Rings. Okay, so after Noah Khan, we'll come back and there will be a review of Lord of the Rings. Case's movie review coming up in 3 minutes. Okay.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
What are you taking away from today's show with Brian? The end of that song always gets me.
That
man.
was a longer outro than I remember. Did we add an extended mix?
We didn't. That Radiohead Karma Police always goes like. Fun story. When Radiohead came in the Q101 to do my show.
Okay.
We'll be the judge of that.
Okay, they came in to do my show and they didn't do anybody else in the country back in the sludge days. And after my show, they didn't do any more after that.
Weren't they scheduled to do one more?
They were scheduled to do one more, a big radio station in Los Angeles.
Yes.
They came to me
and then
first.
They spent time with Brian.
They spent time with me, and they walked in Radiohead, and this is in about 2003 or 4, I believe it was. I have the tape. And they came in, and they were supposed to get to play whatever they want to play for an hour. And they came in, and Tom walked in, and instantly I just said, like, hey, man, what's going on? So let's sit down and chat. And he goes, like, I thought we were just going to play our music. And I go, oh, no, I want to talk to you, man. And he's like, And they did not want to.
Sort of a Tiffany Henyard.
I found out they liked sushi. I bought like $300 worth of sushi. I lit candles in the room. I was ready for a big hour conversation, and they brought in their iPods, and they just wanted to play the most obscure music you ever heard in your life, knowing Radiohead. And they did that for an hour, and they left, and then they go like, well, we don't want to do that anymore. So they canceled all the other one in L.A. and all that. They were pissed at me.
God.
Because I wanted to like, but when they were off the air, my point was, they started playing with all our radio gear. They were actually really, fun guys, like frat bros. And
I don't think they were like frat bros.
they were.
They liked gear.
I like how he said nice guys like frat bros.
Yes, like frat bros. And they started playing with all the gear. And like the end of that song, Karma Police, they were making sounds like with all the stuff we had in the room. And I said, that's why that song
They
is.
ride their horse there?
Yeah. So anyway, that's my Radiohead story, and I wish they would. I ruined it for everybody else in the country.
It's really funny they did you, and then they canceled their one other appearance.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like, no, we can't risk it.
And they didn't eat any of the sushi I bought. Kenzie, $300 worth of sushi, high-end sushi I bought.
It's like 12 rolls.
I called it all the interns that took care of them because I'm a generous guy. They ate the sushi.
Oh, you're so nice.
So, how about your takeaways? 312-967-8300, something you're taking away from today's show. As a matter of fact, it's Friday, so it can be from this entire week of shows. 312-967-8300, text in your takeaway right now as we get to music, stuff going on this weekend. Weekend Q101. Case always starts with the music, and so we'll start there. Case, what's going on with the music this weekend?
So I tell people about all the concerts that are happening outside, of your home at the concert venues in Chicago. I'm going to start by going inside your home, things you can do this weekend, because there's great new albums out from our locals in Frico today, their second full-length album, a new Foo Fighters album, their 12th studio album, and a new, and from what I've heard, soul-crushing Noah Khan album that I highly recommend people take time and listen to this weekend. A lot of great new music out there to dive into. If you're looking to leave your house, I'll be at the Metro tomorrow night for the aforementioned Frico, their homecoming show, album release show at the Metro. It is sold out. We love those guys so much. They played Picnic 2 years ago. One of the best concerts I've been to in my entire life was Frico at the Metro 2 years ago. Very happy they are coming home to play that show tomorrow night. And then Sunday, before
you continue there, with Frico, that show 2 years ago at Picnic, and we try to push all our new music and especially our locals, what they're doing. That show at Picnic, I can remember vividly when they started, and I love Frico to death. Some people didn't know what to make of it. Mm-hmm. And by the end, everybody had moved forward into the pit. Like, I'm talking about a couple thousand people, and they won literally over 1,000 people in just I'd say 25-minute performance. And that's the test of a band that's going to really get monstrous. And I hope they do, because I love Frico to death. And it was a really cool moment at our Picnic, and we'll be announcing the bands at Picnic this year soon.
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now.
Yes.
Cool.
So Frico.
And I heard we're also going to have the restaurant drop as well.
Yes, we'll be getting a band lineup and a food lineup for Picnic very soon. Looking forward to it.
Case got mad at me because we had a group meeting about that, and they go, they're also going to drop restaurants, and I yelled dibs on the announcement, and Case glared at me. I'm like, what?
So Frico's at the Metro tomorrow night, and then Sunday night, our friend, former guest of the Q101 Lounge, Biffy Clyro, will be on House of Blues. A few tickets still left for that. And then a new band. Maybe you've heard them if you're listening to Q101 in the middle of the night. Sometimes we do experimental things at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. There's this new band called Bike Routes who are playing at the Cobra Lounge. They are excellent. They are sort of a emo-inspired, but also Bruce Springsteen-inspired band. I think they're excellent. The band is Bike Routes. They'll be at the Cobra Lounge on Sunday night. I will be there for that as well. I'm really looking forward to that.
A lot of good stuff in the home and outside the home, whether you want to see music. Boy, some good stuff, good releases today. Kenzie, what do you have for the weekend Q101 on your birthday weekend?
Woo. Okay, so I do want to talk about a special show in town. Case does music. I do musicals, baby. So
Ooh, I like that.
the Great
Hey, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Wait, thank you.
Hold on. Now, you're pretty good at this.
That was pretty cool.
Hey, it's kind of a thing. So, The Great Gatsby is officially here. The musical is at the Chicago's Cadillac Palace Theater. It just kicked off April 21st, so a couple days ago. I went. I was so excited to see it, and it runs through May 3rd. Absolutely awesome show. Obviously, if you are a fan of the book or the movie, it's always fun to see those come to life on stage. And I do love when things are adaptations because you don't know what the music is going to be. It's going to be all new pieces because, of course, the book, obviously, and the movie weren't musicals. So it's really fun because the music is a surprise.
That's awesome. And you already saw this, you said, right? You already
Yep,
saw it?
I saw it on Wednesday. I think that was the day it came out. Wednesday or Tuesday it came out. So, yeah, I went and I loved it. And it was a fun night in Cadillac Palace. It is one of my favorite theaters in Chicago. So it was beautiful.
Excellent. We do have a beautiful theater district, more than any in the world, I would say. I'll put that out there.
God, you sound like Trump so often.
I'll tell you what.
really was Trump.
I know. And it's so hard for me to support you sometimes. I want to.
We have the bigliest theaters, the most beautiful, the adorned in the universe. Actually, it's quite true. Quite
I like
true.
that you're taking
Many have
on
said.
you're taking on Broadway with this statement.
Yeah, right. Many have said Chicago is better
It's the best.
than New York. It's the best.
It is. Our theaters are amazing
In the world.
Huge. The weekend Q101 continues. And I will be. I don't want you to laugh when I say this. I'm going to the Ravenswood Run presented by Fleet Feet and Ultra this weekend on
What
Sunday.
are you going to do there?
So it is a 5K race. Okay.
Yeah.
The course explores the historic Ravenswood neighborhood and the iconic Lincoln Square. This is my old hood. I used to live up there, but stepping off at 8 a.m. on Sunday from Hermitage and Wilson. It's a closed course, and Ravenswood is one of the most beautiful areas. It's in the world, in the universe. Ravenswood, they're beautiful.
Many have said this.
So you can go to ravenswood5k.com. They're thinking like, well, you hate running. Why are you going to a 5K? I'm not running.
Obviously.
I'm going to the event. My wife runs, and we're putting Harper in the kids race. Now, kids 2 to 10, they have a designated course for kids to race in and age groups, and it's a very family-friendly area, Ravenswood. So the 8 to 10-year-olds will do a 100-yard dash. The 4 to 7-year-olds will do a 50-yard dash, and Harper's 3 and she's going to do a 20-yard dash. It's a race. We're getting up on Sunday. I'm going to get some brunch. I'm going to drink some beers and bring a cooler out there to watch Harper run 20 yards. It's a 20-yard race.
That's not going to take her very long.
I know,
What are you going to do the rest of the time?
Well, usually I'm chasing her on 20 yards. It's just part of that whole journey that she could probably run a 5K running from me.
Or you have to run behind her just to get her going the right?
Yeah, as long as she sees me, she'll run forward in that. But a really cool family event out there in Ravenswood, so come check it out. We'll get your takeaways here in a couple seconds with Brian and Kenzie.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Hey, I'm Chris Van Vliet. Go behind the scenes and beyond the headlines with the biggest names in pro wrestling and beyond.
You could pop up in WWE tomorrow. Would Saraya be there or would Paige be there?
Paige, 100%.
So when you're setting up Logan Paul to frog splash you through the announce table, what's going through your mind?
This should make every headline in the world.
It makes sense, right? You jelly roll.
We knew we had that kind of a moment.
Mindset, motivation, and what it takes to succeed. Insight with Chris Van Vliet. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Lauren's on her way in. Take you through the rest of. It's going to be a pretty nice Friday. Good day for baseball tonight for sure. White Sox come home, get out to the game, and support your team, Southsiders. But first, we'll get to your takeaways before we move on. Takeaways from today's show, and actually for the entire week. That's what takeaways are on Friday at 312-967-8300. That's your takeaway text number. Case, what do you got? Oh, I'm sorry. Case, go ahead. I really enjoyed your mic. I enjoyed your mic down for a second.
You fired.
Yeah.
You kind of had a smooth jazz thing going out of All American Rejects too. Are you be with me on this last week? You're like, ooh, gonna be a nice Friday. Get out, support the Southsiders.
I can bring it down tempo. Here's a little cream for your coffee.
I knew you were gonna say that. That's awesome.
All
All right, my takeaway. Here we go. Buckle up.
That's my drive audition.
So, boy, you want to do your Joe Walsh impression too?
I was saying takeaways here.
Oh, that's sexy, baby. I love it. I love it.
My God, you guys.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm back
You
in.
did Coke during the song.
Yeah, it's Kenzie's birthday. We're doing Coke today.
Off of Kenzie.
Off of Kenzie's
We're
butt.
rock and roll, baby.
All right. No idea.
And then we're going to shoot Case in the head.
Ah. We're going to put Case in a thong out front of the lakefront this weekend, and you can shoot him in the head.
You can win Alice Cooper tickets if you shoot Case in the right spot.
Yes, the body part.
It's not a bad bit. Kenzie, should we do that this weekend?
That'd be
Case
awesome.
out there would be
Happy
good.
birthday to me.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, Case, what do you got for a takeaway?
So my takeaway comes from Southside Scott from earlier this week. His takeaway is the whole audio clip of Brian saying hors d'oeuvres and Kenzie saying, y'all got salmon back there? Here's the clip.
Oh, boy, this was a great moment in the show this week. I learned something today. I guess I was saying Barilla and Jewel, and they're laughing at me.
Barilla?
Where you got more of that Barilla pasta? The shelf's out of the
Is it,
Barilla.
is it next to the tortillas? Where's that Barilla?
I'm having a party, eat some hors d'oeuvres over here. You really got any recommendations?
Y'all got salmon in here or what? Is there salmon in the back?
I can never go with that Jewel again. Oh, that whole thing, the whole 55 minutes is on the podcast.
Yeah, if you want more of that.
We'll put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Okay.
Kenzie, what do you got?
John's takeaway. Brian is a non-Asian, non-Mexican, non-gay.
That's actually right.
Yes,
all
that's
those
actually
things
right. Nailed it.
I had to think about it for a second. Can you say the order again?
Non-Asian, non-Mexican, non-gay. That's how you identify.
Yeah. I was going to question something. No, I'm good. That's all fair. All those things are right.
Okay.
I like that you had to specifically point that out multiple times throughout the week that you are neither of those or any of those things.
Yeah.
ABC's of you.
Just so everybody's clear going into the weekend
Well,
on
so
what
many
I
people
am.
confuse you for all of those things that you have to clarify. You have to be on the record.
At least once a week, one of them.
Yeah,
at
at
least.
least.
At least. Finally, a takeaway from Marshall. Takeaway. Case sent Kenzie nudes and Brian gave her hope. Happy 4th of July. Happy birthday, Kenzie.
Thanks so much.
And happy Independence Day, everybody.
Yeah,
what's
God bless America.
250 this year.
Yeah. Not
Not
Kenzie.
me.
Not
I'd like to
Kenzie.
clarify.
Yeah, the country. Case, what's on the podcast?
On the Brian and Kenzie podcast today, as Brian dubbed it, we did the Great Kenzie Birthday Gift Exchange. That is on the Brian and Kenzie podcast. You can hear about the gift that I delivered to Kenzie today and Brian's gift to Kenzie that will be here next week.
Not a lot was exchanged, I have to say.
One was by email, one wasn't
One
here.
isn't here. I actually received nothing.
Exchange usually means you hand it to somebody.
There was no exchanging of anything.
So that's on the podcast. Also, Brian recapped his attempt to do the 9, 9, and 9 challenge at Wrigley Field yesterday. 9 beers, 9 hot dogs, and 9 innings. And he left his entire family, myself and Kenzie included, extremely disappointed in the outcome. And it's Friday, Independence Day, Kenzie's birthday. She asked me to review the first Lord of the Rings movie for my Friday movie review. Oof. And my extensive thoughts on that live on the Brian and Kenzie podcast.
Extensive movie, extensive thoughts.
I think I'm still watching it.
All of it is right there. And tomorrow morning, 8 to 10, it's our throwbacks. So some of those moments we just talked about, 8 to 10 a.m. on Q101, the throwbacks will be there for you.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
The United States Soccer Federation presents the U.S. Soccer Podcast.
My name is David Goss, and I'm joined by my co-host Megan Klinenberg.
And now we're giving people an inside look at the World Cup.
Time's ticking. I think you can feel the intensity. All the guys are wanting to really stake their claim, and they want to be on that World Cup roster. There's no doubt about it.
Hosting a World Cup on home soil comes with its pressures, but we're just really excited, just as the people are.
The U.S. Soccer Podcast, presented by Henco. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
The Hammer Alley Podcast, an 80s flashback mockumentary.
Back in the 80s, there were 1,000 bands trying to make it in the world of rock, but there was one band that had it all, Hammer Alley.
Whatever happened to Hammer Alley?
How did they go from top of the rock?
I'm looking for a music video. They're a band from 1987, Hammer Alley. Ever heard of them?
To rock bottom.
Dude, I was born in 1987.
I can't believe he's doing this.
Hammer Alley.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.